Right here on Freeport Street, they had a little crash over here. Let's check it out, see what they got going on. Right at Freeport and Greenwich. All the cars are being diverted. This guy's doing the rubberneck effect. I don't know what he's doing, but a lot of them do that. They tend to like drive while they look in the opposite direction, which is definitely not safe. Guess we'll hang around for the tow truck to show up.
Marine Unit 2, a no type condition. Your response 7363, take Boulevard at Castle Island. 54.
I don't know if it's a... What's up? How you doing?
Hanging in there.
I hear you, my man. I don't know if it's just a single car crash or... Like, I don't know if he just lost... A lot of people do lose consciousness behind the wheel when in the heat. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how this one created or how it was established, but... It seems to be like only one car involved, but then again, we don't know. Maybe the other car took off. Even if there's another car involved, then how did that car end up the way it ended up over there? You see some tire marks, like... Was it a single car crash? Oh, the other one took off?
Yeah, we already got it out of here.
Oh.
Get this one out of here now.
Oh, okay. So it was a two-car crash. But even then, how did you get over there? I don't know. Like, you have to do it to see how they do it. I mean, you never figure it out unless you're involved in yourself.
You still need her?
Assuming that both cars are going in their respected direction, one going north, one going south, theoretically they shouldn't come and collide with each other. But if one car is trying to turn into like a driveway or something, that could cause that. But other than that, I can't see how that can happen. If everybody stays in their lane, then it shouldn't happen theoretically. But if you're not in your lane, but it looks like this car here was on the wrong side of the road. I can't tell you how it would get over there any other way, but that car facing that direction looks like he's on the wrong side of the road. He or she. If you see some marks over here, Like somebody was doing like a 3-point turn or something. I don't know what they were doing up there. That might have been after the crash. Who knows? Like they were doing like a 3 or maybe a 4-point turn. All those divots in the road.
Update on the cat. I'll be able to. Appreciate you. Report. So I'm gonna make a police report, basically. You know what you told me today, and your insurance is gonna reach out. They're gonna do all the heavy lifting for you. You don't really need to grab it, but you're more than welcome to grab it.
Yo, truck drivers, keep in mind this clearance is 12 feet, 0 inches. So if you're coming down here with a 13.6 tractor trailer, do not attempt to go under that bridge right there. It's just for future reference. Do not attempt to go under a 12 feet, sorry about that, 12 feet, 0 inches. Future tractor trailer drivers, and I know a few of you all watch my channel, so keep in mind if your clearance is 13.6 or 13.7, anything above 12, don't think about it. Just future reference. Burn that into your head, because I see guys do it. They try to make it through here and think they can get underneath there, and they can't.
So you just need to contact your insurance, and they'll reach out to us so that they can obtain the police report. And you shouldn't have anything else.
The insurance company should be getting that camera footage right there. If I was an insurance company, I'll take your report, but I would look for that camera footage
Okay, I got something for you.
right in there. That thing there's gonna tell you more than what you can put on paper. That right there's gonna tell you a whole lot. And if the person has a dash cam, that would help out too. Because the second tow truck now. I guess there was a second car, but they had towed that one out of there already. He's gonna turn around and grab it from the back, which is probably the smartest and easiest way to do it. Grab it from the back is a lot easier.
Make sure you call the ambulance, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see you all the time, man.
I don't usually come on this side of the district, but every so often I venture out.
You get here so quick.
I don't know about all that now. You think I can do that quick?
You missed the good part, but
I know. I heard on the radio. I was over somewhere else though. Next time I get a little quicker.
better get you some lights.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh man. The good thing is nobody's seriously injured. That's a good thing. Cars can be replaced, but you know, human beings and bones and stuff like that, and those are the sensitive things. But the most important thing, everybody's safe. Nobody's seriously injured. I would have came down here. I could have got down here, got both toes, but I was actually just doing something else that's totally different. I don't know. All I can tell people is try to be safe when you're driving. There's a lot of people that are inexperienced. You just gotta keep control of your vehicle. You can't control no one else's vehicle, but you should be able to control your vehicle, the vehicle that which you're driving. And if you can do that, you could probably avoid some of these crashes that are happening in the city. Pretty sure they could be avoided if you just use a little bit caution. I'm not saying all of them can be avoided, but a good majority of them could be avoided. Like in this scenario here, I don't know what happened, but we can only assume that somebody came across somebody's lane of travel and came in contact with the other vehicle. The insurance companies will have to figure that out. And they usually do figure it out. Matter of fact, they got quite a few. They got some new technology. How they figure out car crashes now, and they're pretty good at it. They don't get it right all the time, but they do pretty good. And they're in that line of profession. That's what they do. I know a lot of tow truck drivers like the tow scene. That's why even if I don't get the whole accident, I get the tow scene. A lot of people look at they learn like how you position the truck and what method you use to pull it onto the bed and what kind of hooks they use. Some people like the mini J hooks and some people like the larger J hooks. They both do the same thing. I think the larger J hooks have a better advantage of doing different things than the mini J hooks, in my opinion. I think the mini J hooks can only be mounted on certain parts of the car, where the larger J hooks can be put pretty much anywhere. And I think the larger J hooks are more for recovery rather than just towing basic. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. The large J hooks were used back in the day before we had flatbeds, and then they would pull them off, out of ditches and all kind of stuff. Back when they had the wreckers, I don't know if you remember those wreckers back in the day with the little straps. You guys might know what the heck I'm talking about, but tow truck drivers should know. You don't see too many of them. You see some around, but they not many. He's not using a snatch block on this one, so let's see his method. You gotta be careful when you do that. Sometimes your J hook will fall off if you do that and let it roll like that. It's not all the time, but sometimes your J hook could fall off when you do that. Everybody has a different method. The most important thing is that it works, and it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It has to work. That's the most important thing. Gonna reposition the bed or reposition the vehicle because the rear wheel's over the bed line. So there's a way of correcting that. You can just pull the truck forward and it will correct itself. Now, depending on which way he pivots the bed, he can pivot the bed so that ends up on the rear of the bed entirely. And he's gonna have to drop it back down and do it the other way. He has to bring it off and bring it back on. I mean, the only way to do it that way is you gotta bring it off and bring it back on. I know Mark would have said I would have lined the bed up exactly with the vehicle. If you line the bed up exactly with the vehicle, you got a straight shot pulling it right up there. Or you could use he could use a snatch block too at the very end of it. Could use the snatch block to pull it over. But this is, just so people understand like how things work, like the angles that you should have when you're doing this. Now everybody's gonna get it perfect. He could be just learning too, so we gotta give him a little leeway. He's not the seasoned drivers out there that have been out there 25 years. And once he gets it back off the bed, he can realign it so it goes on there properly. The most important thing is you have to get the wheels on the bed. It will correct itself once they're on the bed, but if they're not on the bed, it's hard to correct it. It is hot out here too. You gotta let it get the rear wheels off the bed. At least one of them anyway. Get that one that's not on there off. He's gotta drop that. And is he stuck on the rail? If he's stuck on the rail, then he's got to pull forward and let the whole chalk the wheel and drag it. If he could chalk the wheel with a rock or a brick or something. You need a brick? Got a brick over here if you need a brick. Let me see if I can grab this brick for him. You may want this may want a brick behind the wheel or something like that. This is a good sized brick that would possibly go behind the wheel. He's got a chalk there. We're gonna give him that brick right there. And you got to make sure those wheels don't, they don't move when you're pulling, because it defeats the whole purpose. Get that bad boy all the way off. Don't even do that. Make sure it's all the way off. I wouldn't even pull it yet. I'll move the bed forward. This is only my opinion. I'll move the bed forward so you got more pull. Yeah, you want to get that bed at least 3 feet away from the car so you can get better pull. I mean, it makes it a lot easier. Pull the truck forward. Give yourself enough clearance so you can pull that on there. I was talking to Mark and he was saying I should get a job doing towing. I know I can do this because I've worked with hydraulics before, so that's just knowing how the hydraulics work. All that's hydraulic. Now you can do the free spool. Do the free spool. Take the free spool. Like you gotta free spool it. Pull the free spool out, let it free spool, and then you can yank it. It's making it a little harder than it should be. You still don't got enough clearance. You got some clearance, but not a lot. I mean, see, now you gotta inch it, and inch it. Now from that point, he should be able to get it up there. Where's his snatch block at? That's all the tow truck drivers gonna ask, where's the snatch block? Because the snatch block, that makes it a lot easier when you're doing this. The snatch block pulls it to that angle that you're looking for. That's that sweet spot. Mark, what do you think? Think he could have used the snatch block method and made it easier? Mark's been out there towing over 30 years, so and he knows the ins and outs. I say he's been there and done it. Matter of fact, We got something coming up soon, so I'm not gonna spoil the beans for that one, but it'll be interesting though. I don't wanna say too much until it happens. Mm, yeah, he's definitely making it hotter than it should be. He's got that thing stuck under the. Keep fighting, man. Don't give up. Now he's gonna get that rear wheel. See, that thing's at an angle. He's got to turn the wheel the other way. See, when you pull the truck forward, I mean, it does straighten up a little bit, but then you got to roll the thing back off the bed a little bit too to help it do the right thing. Because when you try to pull forward, you pull it forward, but look at the direction of the wheel. You're allowing it to pull forward in the direction the wheel is turned. I would, if that wheel turns, I would turn the wheel and then keep pulling. Like I said, everything's a learning experience. And you got to start somewhere to get better at it. There's two things he can do. He can lower it back off the bed and turn the wheel so it lines up with the bed. But right now he's just gonna drag the vehicle if he pulls forward.
I'm here till all night.
You get paid for it.
11:45.
11:45. Okay, it works. Like I said, I
Hey,
what's going on, man?
I'm good, my friend.
You doing good?
Reportando. Jipeta.
All right. I don't know how that car snuck through the cracks, but that car came through the cracks to speak to the officer, I believe. But I'm not too sure what he got going on. It could be something else that we're not. Last time I did a video, it took a tow truck driver about 1 hour to flip a car over. He was FaceTiming his brother, and they both were doing the connections the wrong way and the pull the wrong way. He finally got it to flip over, but it took him about an hour to do it. I know, Mark, you remember that video in Brighton. That was the longest recovery tow I've seen so far. There might be some longer.
party trespassing from another property there. A black male in his 40s, as we just moved him along. Yeah, we got it.
Dispatch, can you log up the box 102 days, please?
Number troubles on my MPJ. 281 Humboldt Ave, Unit 3. Operations going up to Fox 411D as well.
You got it right there. Just stop right there and just pulls it up.
5467.
Now, just so you guys know, the tow trucks are supposed to carry speedy dry on their vehicle at all times. That's part of their contract with the city of Boston. I believe it's in the contract that they got to have speedy dry on their truck. I don't know why they don't, but Mayor Wu should look into that contract with the city toll and see why they don't have speedy dry on their truck. Hey Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. All tow trucks are supposed to have speedy dry on there. Leave the comments in the comment. And the other thing Mark's gonna say, they're supposed to pick up all these pieces right here too. So, from my knowledge, every single piece of the car that came off the car, any part of the car that was inside or outside of the car, has to go back inside the car with the car. And that's part of the contract as well.
Yes, sir. Hold on a minute,
Alright guys, I think that's about it. Off to the next one. Just be careful, watch your speeds, watch your distance.
Operation Tower 104.
You get there safe. Take your time. Streets now open back up. Traffic can flow. Hopefully we're not down here for another crash, but traffic can flow as it was. You can't be. I don't think I got you on there. I wasn't trying to get you on there. She said she can't be on there. I don't focus on people in general. I focus on the target where we're looking at. All right. A lot of times people don't look for you unless you let it be known that you're on there. That's the only time people look for you. Like the only thing that people do look for in the video is themselves. A lot of times they're looking for them. If they're in the video, they're looking for themselves in the video. But I don't really. No, I don't know. Maybe that turn, when you're turning, you think it's straight. I don't know. All right, guys, be safe out there.